I find it unconstitutional that we prevent these kids, these gifted kids who are playing a violent game, from being able to earn any money for 3 years out of high school other than room, board, and tuition. And I said yesterday that I, for one, if kids are getting money under the table, God bless them, because they deserve it. If these coaches that we've had on the show are what do they make, 5, 6, 7 million a year? The stars of these teams should be making 5 times as much money. I know that seems exaggerated, but that's how valuable they are to these institutions and to the NCAA at large. So, in college football, if you're going to make them go for 3 years, why not have no rules, 0 rules? Abolish your rules. If a booster at whichever school, dear old you, wants to pay X dollars for a big signing bonus to get Leonard Fournette to come to LSU or wherever it is, God bless him, because the kid deserves the money. If a kid isn't good enough to command any open market supply and demand money, then he'll get his scholarship the way everybody else.
I don't think that college athletes should be paid, because if you were to pay them, you'd have to pay each athlete equally. So like the football team makes more money than like the rest of the college athletes do. So I think that a university would see that and pay them more than, say, a soccer athlete or a basketball athlete, when in reality it's not fair, because they each train equally as hard for their sport. So if you were to pay college athletes, they would all have to be paid equally. But I don't think they should be paid.
The first order that needs to be put in, or that needs to be implemented, so we can have some fairness going on, is for the first order of business is for us to stop lying to one another. I brought up this point yesterday, right before Steve Spurrier came on. Excuse me, if you are on the volleyball team, or the soccer team, or dare I say the women's college basketball team, because we live in the existence of Title IX, you don't generate the level of revenue that men's college basketball generates. You don't generate the level of revenue that men's football generates. Therefore, you don't deserve the revenue that they bring in. What we are really fighting as it pertains to the NCAA system, Skip, is this notion that everybody has to be treated equally and fairly. Who the hell applies to that? That's simply not true. ESPN is highly successful. The money that we're able to generate is different than the money that you might generate at another network. So forgive me if we should expect that we're going to be a bit more financially successful in certain places than we are at others. In America, I'm reading some article, and I've read several about this subject over the last couple of months, but it was a particular one literally by this guy, Clay Travis from Fox Sports, just a couple of months ago, when he used the line here, combating a free market. This is the toughest job. He called the NCAA job impossible. He said, combating a free market in a country founded on the principles of free market. I couldn't agree more.
Or how hard they work, then you're doing it wrong, because each one of them is equally as hard as everyone's doing.
College athletes should be paid. It's almost unbelievable that we don't have it happen already. We live in America, where people get paid for almost anything you do. And yet we're told that athletes can be paid only in scholarships to keep the integrity of the amateur game? Unbelievable. Well, I guess it's a good thing that I don't have any athletic ability.